Dear students, today I will continue line-wise explanation of the book First Flight, chapter 3rd, His First Flight. Now the line starts from here. Ga ga ga, he cried, begging her to bring him some food. When young seagull saw his mother eating the fish, he could not control his hunger, and in the bird's voice he asked for some food from his mother. Ga, call, ah, she screamed back dirigibly. The mother also screamed. Screamed means shouted back, making fun of young seagull. But he kept calling plentifully. But the young seagull was very hungry. He was not angry and he did not mind the mocking of his mother, and he kept on asking for some food from his mother plentifully. Plentifully means sadly. And after a minute or so, he uttered a joyful scream. Young seagull was kept on asking for food from his mother continuously, and after a few minutes, the young seagull spoke and shouted with a great joy, screamed with great joy. Why? Because his mother had picked up a piece of fish and was flying across to him with it. Because the mother, who was eating the fish, she took a piece of fish in her beak and she started flying towards the rock where the young seagull was left all alone. Seeing this, young seagull was very happy and he screamed with great joy. He leaned out eagerly, tapping the rock with his feet. The young seagull, very eagerly, very keenly, he started running and he was tapping the rock with his feet. It means he was running very rapidly on the surface of the rock, trying to get nearer to her as she flew across. And the young seagull was trying his best to reach to the piece of fish that was in the beak of mother. But when she was just opposite to him, she halted. But when mother reached over the rock of the young seagull, where young seagull was living just opposite to that rock, she halted. Halted means she stopped and she became motionless. Her wings motionless. It means now she was not flying. She stood over the rock motionlessly. Piece of fish in her beak, almost within reach of his beak. The piece of fish that was in the beak of mother, that was very near to the beak of young seagull. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer. Young seagull was thinking in his mind with a great surprise that why the mother is not landing on the rock, why she was not giving him a scrap of food, scrap of fish to young seagull. Then maddened by hunger, he dived at the fish. When the mother did not land, only she halted over the rock of the young seagull. But the young seagull had not eaten anything for 24 hours. He was very hungry. He became mad with hunger. Then he jumped to take the piece of fish from the beak of mother. With a loud scream, he fell outwards and downwards into space. When he jumped to take piece of fish from the beak of mother, he suddenly fell down from the edge of the rock, and now he was falling downwards continuously. Then monstrous terror seized him. Monstrous means very terrible, dangerous. Terror means fear, seized means caught him. Now he was much scared. He was caught in the grip of fear. His heart stood still, and the beating of his heart became quiet, became still for few moments. He could hear nothing. He was so much shocked that in his ear no sound was coming. He was feeling completely numb. But it only lasted a minute. But it did not last for a long time with the young seagull when he was falling. Such type of feeling was with the young seagull only for a few minutes. Next moment he felt his wings spread outwards, and when he was falling, the wind was pressing to the wind was pressing to the wings of the young seagull, and the wings started spreading, stretching from his body. The wind rushed against his breast, feathers, then under his stomach. The pressure of the wind was pushing his breast, pushing his feathers and his stomach against his wings, and the wind, force of wind, also pushing the wings of the young seagull. Now the wings of the young seagull opened due to the pressure of wind. He could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. Now he found that he was flapping his wings, and he was cutting the air, pressure of the air by his wings. It means now he started flying. He was not falling headlong now. He was soaring gradually downwards and outwards. Now the young seagull was not falling. He felt that he is flying. Soaring means flying from downward to upward. He was flying very slowly. Gradually means continuously slowly, downwards and outwards, because his wings were opened due to the pressure of the wind, and they spread, and now he was flapping his wings, and now he was not falling headlong, but he was flying. He was no longer afraid. Now the fear that was in his heart about flying, that fear was disappeared. He just felt a bit dizzy. Dizzy means feeling spinning. The first time he was flying, so he was feeling uncomfortable. He was feeling very spinning because he was flying first time. Then he flapped his wings once and he soared upward. Soared, I have already told you, soared means to fly from downward to upward. Now he started flapping his wings, and now from downward he started flying towards upward. Now he was very happy, and he was shouting in the bird's voice, ga 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 ga. His mother swooped past him. Swoop means soaring and swooping. There are two words. Soaring means flying from downward to upward. Swooping means from upward to downward. His mother was upward to the young seagull. She came down by flying to the young seagull, her wings making a sound noise. The mother was flying very fast, so the wings of the mother was creating noise. He answered her with another scream. Young seagull answered with a scream to his mother that now look at me, I am flying. Then his father flew over him screaming. The father, who was on the another plateau, he also came, and he also started flying around the young seagull. He saw his two brothers and sister flying around him, and he noticed that his two brothers and sister also came around him, and they were also flying around the young seagull. They were curvating. Curvating means galloping, jumping like horse, and sometimes they were flying with the one wing, and soaring and diving. Soaring means they were flying from downward to upward. Diving means they were diving from upward to downward. Thus, the two brothers and his sister were showing different performance while flying near the young seagull.